Hey everyone, it's Don with Don's Field of Dreams cards. So the other day I made a VR for Peter B, and I should have just done all these VRs in one video like a lot of people have, but I didn't. So I've got three that I'm going to combine here for the three that I didn't do. And the first one is for John, a 3D 80s kid, and he wanted us to share our obsession. I don't think I'm really obsessive about much of my collection. I mean, as much as I like to collect Musial and Clemente, my two favorite players, my name is not Don Clemente fan or Musial collector. I don't have those guys in my name like other people do. I guess maybe if I had to pick anything, it would be Hall of Fame players, and I like them graded. Um, doesn't matter if they're SGC. You can see here with Willie Mays with the tuxedo, or if it's the old label. Got those too, and have no plans to turn these in and sub them. Collect PSA, not on the registry, but I do like my cards to be graded for the most part, and 98% of my collection is Hall of Famers. So if I had to pick one, I guess that's what it would be. The next one was Hugo, Signs of the Pastime. Wanted to see the best or your favorite card you got this year. And I look back, at least on eBay, and I don't think I bought more than 4 cards. And it's just cards are not in the budget right now or this year. And I don't see it changing in the foreseeable future for a little while. Just made some changes in our lives with professionally, and it's just going to take a little while to build it back up. Um, But I've also shown that you can make videos without buying cards. I think I appreciate my collection more. VRs are a great way for me to have material to show what I have, and I try to come up with unique, clever ways to make videos, but without showing new cards. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have them to show. But I did get one piece in Strongsville, and was up there with Mike Canadian Cards and Chris from Missouri and Scott Reindeer Studios and Josh Impact Player and Andrew Nuffstead Cards. And I was walking around with Scott, and I believe it was the San Musial or Satchel Paige pack that he bought. And I asked him who the dealer was, or could you show me where he got it? And I'm always looking for unique Musial pieces because there just aren't a lot of cards out there. And the guy had this. And this is from 1948, I believe. Yeah, original 1948 spring training type 1 photo, Stan Musial. So, someone took this picture back in the day, and I didn't pay that. I offered him a really low ball offer, and he took it. I think I offered him $100, and he said okay. I don't know, maybe that's overpaying for photos. I don't collect it, but it's not something I'm going to see anywhere else. So that's my favorite pickup of the year. The next VR is from Sammy in Orlando, and I was not going to do this one because just didn't feel comfortable, didn't want to leave anyone out. But the more I thought about it, there are some guys that I know personally very well. Met all 5 of them in person. Talk about life, kids, jobs. Met some of their spouses. So I've got a personal connection to these guys. Um, I watch every show that Alex Bowman 53 puts on Sunday nights. I don't think I've missed more than one. Um, John Wade Boggs fan and I do Two Guys and One Hobby, another great friend. I've got the Misfits. I've got George and Rick and James and Lou and John, and you know we're brutal with each other. We rip on each other, make fun of each other, but don't mess with us because we've got each other's backs, and I'm proud to be in that group. And there is one misfit that I'm going to include in this, but these 5 guys, like I said, just know a ton about them. And the first one is Scott Reindeer Studios, and you know talk about busting balls. That's all we do with each other, and I kind of glad that we do. I think it's a nice little shtick, and like I've shown before, he made a sticker after me. That's how good of friends we are. But we live 2 hours apart. I've been to his house several times. I've met his wife. I've met his son. We've gone to a lot of shows together. We went to a minor league baseball game this fall. Where else? We got to see Pujols break A-Rod's record here in Pittsburgh. Got this great piece that he made for me up here with Clemente Musial. And because I mentioned one time in a video for about 5 seconds about a kneeling card that I like, I've been stuck with that moniker forever. So I can thank Scott for that. But just a guy that I text to a lot, and just a great dude. The next group is actually 2 guys, and I recently got back into my faith about a year ago, and went from a religion to a non-denominational church, and I still have a lot of questions about that and things that I don't understand, and I've had great talks with Jake. Legends never die. I'm old enough to be his dad, but he's strong in his faith and studying to be a minister or pastor. So that's a guy that's I've had some talks with about that. And the other is Drew. Drew's the same way, very similar to Jake, and met him in South Carolina this past summer, and we went out to dinner, and I had some questions, and he talked to me about it, and talked about woodworking, and his daughter made me a great bookmarker, and we talked a little bit about his kids and his wife and his upbringing. So just a good dude. The third guy, and I just love his stories, and God, we probably talk 2 or 3 times a week, and I know all about his personal life as he does mine. And I just took a promotion recently, and the first thing I did was I got a text from him, hey, how's the new job? And like all these guys, it's not just about the cards. And when he first started making his channel, something drew me to it, and I asked Mike Moynihan if I could get his phone number, and that's Chris from Missouri. We're the same age. I think he's like 2 weeks older than me, and he's like a brother from another mother. Just love talking to that guy. And the last guy is a misfit, and that's Bob Lewis. Bob lives 20 minutes from me, and I kind of feel like Bob is my little brother. We've experienced some of the same things in life, and being that I'm a little bit older than him, just trying to give him some advice, wisdom, whether he wants it or not. Bob and I are going out to lunch this Tuesday, so just always looking out for him. He doesn't make a lot of videos anymore, but just another guy that I've been to his house as well, met his wife and kids. So these are probably the 5 guys I know the best in the hobby. You guys know I got my book with photos and pictures, so obviously I've got a ton of friends on here. And so I figured, well, this is a way that I can maybe narrow it down, because it's unique how well I know these 5 guys. So that's my VR for John 3D 80s Kids, Sammy and Orlando with their 2,000 subs, Hugo, Signs of the Pastime. As always, guys, thanks for watching my video and channel, and I'll talk to you soon.